you guys. So I want to channel some messages about love. Love as in romantical love, partnership, connection in context of spirituality, awakening, alignment. I am a spiritual teacher who's connected to that topic. I read for love, I channel for love, and for alignment. But part of alignment is actually conscious love, is soulmate love, is soul connection love, in comparison to karmic love, which is the love that 80% of people are experiencing on this world. So I kind of want to just randomly, this is going to be random because I recently went on a long walk in a forest and I've been channeling so many messages and they've been on my mind since. So I kind of wanted to jump on here and share it with you guys. So first thing that I want to say to you is that we've been talking a lot on this channel about attachment and connection. It's a bit of a spiritual cliche at this point. Everybody knows this. Everybody, reshares posts and says and claims that we have to connect, not attach, connect, not attach. However, unfortunately, most people on this world still forms attachments. And it's not only when we talk about partnership and romantical love, but in context of friendships, familyships, connections, connection with self as well, connection to your job, to your hobbies, to anything in this world, anything that we can talk about connecting to something or someone. And in my series that I'm doing now about the mother wound, which is incredibly important concept to understand when we talk about healing, because everything starts from the feminine energy, but it's a whole different thing. I sort of explained to you guys the difference between connection and attachment. Attachment exists on a level of ego, on a level of human part of self, on a level of physical plane. Right? So when we attach to someone, we form in some shape or form a codependency, because attachment means that there's a quid pro quo, that you want something from this person. It may not necessarily be, a malicious sort of a thing. It's like, I love you, I'm there for you, and I want you to give me something. I want you to be a certain way towards me. There's an expectation that you have on a different person. And attachment is also something that is rooted on a side of a lower plane of existence, lower chakras, again, ego self, which is bottom line fear. Because everything is either rooted in frequency of fear or love. There is no other option. Everything comes down as you start to analyze it and break it down. It comes down either to fear or love. Fear is in the frequency of the ego self, and love is in the frequency of the soul. So when you are rooted in attachment, your connection, your partnership is rooted in attachment, in codependency, in fear, in the ego self, you, whether you know it or not, you are not with somebody because you vibrate on the same frequency. You are with somebody because you are afraid to be alone. You don't want to be alone because everybody's got somebody, because you don't want to start over, because we've been together for so long, because I don't want to start over, because I don't believe that I could have anyone better. And granted, many people will not be aware of that. Many people are so deeply in denial, so deeply not aware of themselves, that they will believe that they actually are in a soulmate kind of relationship, that this is love, this person is, it is love, right? But let's explore connection. Connection is something that is built on the level of a soul. You cannot form a connection with something that is not vibrating on a similar or same frequency, which means that you cannot really form a deep soul connection with someone who isn't your soulmate or your twin soul, even when you talk about friendship kind of relationship. Similarly, when we talk about passions, job, careers, you're not going to be able to form a deep connection with something that is not really part of your dharmic path, that is not part of your alignment, your aligned path, because it won't vibrate on the same frequency as you do. The resonance of the frequency is necessary to really form a deeper bond. And this is why, and this is just a side note, but maybe it will help you understand, maybe some of you will resonate with that actually. This is why twin flames exist, an extremely rare, deep, spiritual, misunderstood for most path that some souls chose to be their path of awakening and their path of mission in this world. Because spiritual teachers who went through their awakening, through the journey of healers, spiritual teachers, light workers, who went through the journey of awakening, through the journey of twin flame, we have to conquer I connect, I don't attach to the perfection. This journey teaches us conquering that to perfection. This is why every pairing, all the twin flames, ultimately we are teachers of love. Yes, we will have individual missions, we will have individual paths, but bottom line, collectively, we are all teachers of love, of the frequency of love, not necessarily romantic love, but of the frequency of love, because we have to conquer love and alignment, because we have to conquer I connect, I don't attach. Because if you have the other part of your soul, same consciousness, same frequency, same chakra system, stuck in another body, and you are forced into separation, and in the same time, you have to, if you want to fully awaken and heal, you have to connect to this person without having them in your physical life. So you have to understand how to love somebody, how to send them protection, how to send them love, how to energetically connect to them through every cell of your body, through every wave of your frequency, without seeing them and without in the physical getting absolutely nothing from them, which is part of the journey. This teaches you to connect, not attach. This teaches us truly unconditional love. And it's something that people don't understand, because in relationships, in any kind of romantical relationships, we should offer the other person unconditional love. Unconditional love means there is no condition to the fact that I love you. You do not have to be with me. You do not have to treat me right even. I love you. It doesn't matter who you are, what you do. If I connect to you on a level of a soul, and you can feel that unconditional love with a soulmate, you can feel it with your child, you can feel it with a very good friend. I love you unconditionally. There's no condition in the physical plane of existence to that love. Now, whether I will choose to be with you or not, or choose to interact with you or not in this physical plane, that does depend on how much I love myself not to accept anything that is below my own frequency, right? So the more you love yourself, the more you can not allow in your vicinity anyone who doesn't love you or respect you the way you know that you deserve. But that won't change how you love this person. That is what we really mean when we talk about unconditional love. And when you look at relationships these days, and this is really important because people who actually want to connect to the frequency of New Earth during this great timeline split, right? So you want to continue your path of awakening, of alignment, of growth. You want to follow your dharmic path. You want to follow your soul's mission, your soul's path to walk towards the side of light, because a timeline split will really divide Earth into the darkness and into the light. They will exist in the same time, but remember, we only experience what is closer to our frequency. So in order to experience New Earth, you have to raise your frequency high enough to be able to live that life of alignment. as an individual and collectively with those of us who will go towards that frequency. So now part of alignment and part of vibrating on a higher frequency and part of walking your dharmic path is releasing karma. So if you want to walk a path of alignment, you cannot find yourself consciously in a karmic relationship, in a relationship built on attachment. And sometimes even it can be a soulmate relationship, but based on attachment. You are attached to someone. So when we talk about two people, I want to give you a visual so you really feel into it and you really understand how does it look like. Because oftentimes, we talk about concepts, but then people struggle to really understand, but how does it apply to me? How does it really look like? How do I really know? Right? So a true divine connection, when we talk about people who are destined to be together, whether because they are twin souls or because they are soulmates, right? Every single person on the planet has a soulmate somewhere out there. The question is, are you able to walk a path of alignment and growth and healing to actually find yourself on the same frequency, on the same vibration as this person, right? So you can find each other. Many people won't ever meet their soulmates because they're vibrating too close to the frequency of, again, ego, fear, attachment. But the moment you start to rise your frequency, you will naturally just attract each other. You will find each other. That's the whole point of Life 144, as I said that. So when we talk about true connection, people who are meant to be together, who want to grow together, we're talking about a frequency, if you watch me, you would know oftentimes about two lone wolves, which means a lone wolf in its healthy state, in its healthy frequency. This is an embodiment of independence, free spirit. Now, it doesn't mean, many people misunderstand that. It doesn't mean that nobody will chain me, I'm afraid of commitment, I will not commit. Nothing farther from the truth. It just means true lone wolf is this energy of, I am on my own, I am good enough, I love myself, I am worthy, I am the representation of God on this earth, I am divine. And I deserve the best. And I have the capacity within me to thrive, to be happy, to feel loved, to feel bliss, to feel peace, to feel excitement in life, to live the best life on my own. But in the same time, I always remain open, because when the universe will send me a soulmate, be it a friend or a romantical partner, I will be open with no fear of commitment, no fear of change, no fear of being vulnerable. I will fully open my energetic field to form divine union with this person so we can walk together alongside each other. Because in reality, with soulmate or twin soul, it's not like you love each other. You love yourself, but you vibrate on a similar frequency. So when you're together, you just feel this love. You just feel this deep resonance, right? We don't actually love another person. That's on a level of energy. We are love. We feel towards another person what we can become. And then by their proximity, we are just sort of emerging our energetic field. Similarly, we cannot love somebody if all we feel is fear. It's going to be based on codependency. We've talked about this, right? So this perfect situation is, I am great on my own. I'm not seeking for love. I'm not looking for love. I'm not lacking love. I have this amazing, beautiful, fulfilling life. I do all the things that I always wanted to do. I would do anyway. I travel, I go to yoga, I ride a bike, whatever is it that is you, right? But now this person who is meant for you comes along and say, hey, it seems like you vibrate on the same frequency. Hey, it seems like you vibrate on the same frequency too. Let's vibrate together. And we just form union. We become extension of each other. And this is a connection that we are meant to experience romantically. Why? It also goes back to the fact that if you do not have that, you should not give anyone access to your energy and to your body. It would be a karmic act, a act against of self, right? If you are giving your body, your energy, your time, all that you received from God, from universe on this earth to someone who is not an aligned romantic partner, all you do is you build karma, right? So we form union with this person and we walk together. But in walking together, we don't change each other. We don't force each other to be someone else. The moment this person falls off alignment, and because it may happen, we have free will. So with soulmates, for example, you can be in a relationship with someone and they can fall out of alignment. But soulmates, when we are really in this divine union, soulmates, twin soul, we grow together, we push each other to be more authentic, more of ourselves. You cannot be your authentic self in a karmic relationship. And if you're not your authentic self, you cannot resonate with the frequency of New Earth. There is just no way. There is no bypassing that. It's energy. It's divine law. And you can't bypass that. It's like you're not gonna get on the arc through the, if you're walking around with your karmic, you cannot. I can't help you. Now, when we're falling out of alignment, one person is falling out of alignment. As true soulmates, true divine union, we will help each other, we will grow each other. But if there's no other way, if there's no, you will have the capacity to continue to move forth without looking back towards this person. This is true a lone wolf. As long as we both do the work, as long as we both learn from each other, as long as we both respect each other, as long as we both vibrate on the same vibration, we will exist together in this beautiful union. But I am not codependent on you. I'm not codependent on you. If you fall off the wagon, obviously, I hope you're understanding what I mean. It doesn't mean that you're not supposed to support your partner, work with your partner, walk through pain with your partner, be there for them. That's absolutely everything that we do within the divine union. But if you, sometimes with soulmates, it happens, again, we have free will. Twin soul is going to be a little bit different once we're in union. We're sort of in union because in order to get there, we had to reach fully your divinity. But you can be with your soulmate when you're still on a path of healing, right? So you can heal, grow together up to a point. And at a certain point, this person say that it's too much. I don't want to grow anymore. It's too difficult. Some wounds are too difficult. Some things are too difficult. And you will continue to grow. So part of alignment and part of this lone wolf energy, I won't stop my growth because you no longer want to grow. And the more you grow and this person doesn't want to grow, it will stop resonating, right? So truly being in a relationship with a divine counterpart, with your divine counterpart partner, being in alignment, that is a connection and not attachment, not codependency. You wake up every day and you look at this person and you feel, today I choose to be with you. It's a choice, not because I have to, not because I feel alone, not because I'm afraid to break up with you, not because I'm codependent, not because we've been together for so long, but because I choose you. Every day, I choose you. I choose to love you. Whether you are with me or you're not. Because in true soulmate relationships, if this other person has to be separated in the physical from you, be it because you are those twin flames in separation, or because they have to travel to a other side of the planet for work and you cannot, right?